Hello everybody, Crimsonbuddhist here. This commentary is not so much about the gameplay as Woody's gamertag would say. I don't want to steal his line, but I'll talk a little bit about it. It's a 45-3 domination on Villa. It was a team tactical game. It was 4v4 for most of the time, I think, but this gameplay was a little while ago, and you can't always trust Black Ops with filling lobbies, as sad as that is. But within it, I got 3 chopper gunners. Most of them went down pretty quickly. I think I sped up the last one, but in the future, I'll try to speed it up within theater mode, just because it's a lot simpler that way for me. Anyway, I also got my 3 Blackbirds, so there was only 1 life where I died prematurely to the Blackbird. All right, so I guess this is my first real commentary. My last one was just an introduction to me, in case my channel ever makes it huge, which it won't, but in case my channel ever makes it huge, and that can be something to look back upon. Alright, so the topic that I wanted to introduce today is something I've been thinking about for a while, and I've done this commentary probably 5 or 6 times, and I wanted to focus on life insurance. It's an interesting topic to me because it doesn't seem to really fit within the realm of what could be considered as insured. I kind of want to broaden this topic to security with a focus within life insurance, but we'll see if we can get into that within this time frame. Alright, so whenever you think of insurance, the first thing you probably think of is car insurance, at least if you live in the United States, because it's illegal to drive in the US without car insurance. So the idea behind car insurance is in case you screw up, since the bare minimum is liability insurance, which means that if you hit somebody else, you can pay for their stuff, but not your own. So it's there in case you screw up. You have a backup plan. You won't go bankrupt trying to pay for this other person's nice Mercedes that you accidentally hit with your shitty 95 Buick Century, and it's just there as a form of, I want to say, security, and as a form of maybe just as a backup plan. Let's call it that. Other things you can get insurance for, your business, if you're an entrepreneur or a CEO or something like that. You can insure your business to make sure that if something goes wrong, like on-site accident, or your company accidentally does something wrong to somebody else's company or property, it's there as, once again, a backup plan. And then the last thing that you probably think about is house insurance, where in case there's a natural disaster or somebody steals from your house, you're covered, as they call it. But whenever we get into life insurance, it's a little bit different. Whenever we talk about houses, cars, and businesses, we think of those as investments. Whenever you're born, you are not given a house, necessarily. You are not given a car, you are not given a business, but you are given life. So it's definitely interesting that life insurance is prominent, and it just even exists, because excuse me, because the other things that we insure are just investments. They're there for our pleasure, and they're there for us to use, and they're there because we paid for it, whether it was deserved money or not, or whether it came from somebody's will. That's not the point. The point is that it's there because of money, so it is worth money. Alright, now if we talk about life, though, that isn't worth money. That doesn't seem to be worth a dollar amount, and it seems kind of weird that we insure people for their life. We're actually asphyxiing them a dollar amount for their lives. So I can understand where life insurance comes in for certain examples. The best one I can think of is if there is one breadwinner in the family, which means that there's only one person working and that has a stable, or not necessarily even stable, income. If that person were to die, the family needs money to continue to thrive and even simply exist, because there's no way that you can really live in this world without some sort of income. So I can understand that, you know, the breadwinner family dies, and the other family members need money to continue until, at least just to hold them over until something happens, whether that's remarriage, whether you guys agree with that or not, I don't know, but whether it's remarriage, whether it's finding a job, whether it's the kids grew up. In any case, that's where this life insurance comes in. But it's interesting to see commercials for like Gerber life insurance, where you can insure your baby for up to $10,000 for just pennies a day. To me, that doesn't fit in the same line of reasoning. That's becoming greedy and money hungry. Whenever, taking the last example, whenever the breadwinner of a family dies, the rest of the family needs money to continue to exist. It's sort of like, we aren't replacing you with money, we just need money because you aren't here. With a baby, whenever you insure a baby, or even a senior citizen, you're claiming that they're worth something dollar-wise. And that to me is just simply unfathomable. It's like, you had this baby, you spent the 9 months going through labor pains, going through morning sickness, dealing with all the emotional ups and downs, and you're saying you want some money back for that if the baby were to die. Or in the example of a senior citizen, you're just saying you were worth this much to me in your later years. I didn't really want to see you, I didn't want to go to the nursing home to visit you, but I do want some money whenever you're gone. So, it doesn't seem like we have that much time to talk about security in general, but just so you know, to me, life insurance falls underneath the bracket of security. It's in case something goes wrong. And to me, life insurance is a false sense of security. You think that everything's going to be fine if you die, and there's just money left behind, but really, it's not gonna change how the people around you felt about you. All right, so if you guys will, I'm gonna do something that's pretty old for YouTube in general. The question comment of the day. There are a few questions that I want you guys to answer. Do you agree with me that insuring children or having senior citizens that are insured is a crazy idea, or do you think it makes perfect sense? And please just back up your answers if you can. It doesn't have to be with sources, it's just mentality and reasoning. Do you think that life insurance exists as a form of false security, except for the example of a single breadwinner dying? And or do you think that it's real security? And I also ask, sorry, this is running past video time, but I just ask that if you want to rate the video, please comment the video, because my idea with this channel is to get you guys to think and to comment back. It's not to get a bunch of ratings. All right, well, thanks for watching, everybody. This has been Crimson Buddhist, signing out.